Hi everybody, Mrs. Ortiz here again. We are going to work on Objective 6 of the Algebra 1 review for Geometry Honors, and we are simplifying algebraic expressions. So what we're really doing by simplifying algebraic expressions is we are adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, maybe square rooting, although that was probably covered in the radicals, different algebraic expressions, okay? And I think probably the most important thing here is that you understand the difference between a term and a factor. All right, so terms versus factors. Terms are added or subtracted, and factors are multiplied or divided. Okay, and really, usually we're going to see division as a division bar, like down here in this one, when we are looking at these problems for this section. Okay, so you have to know the difference between those because I'm going to use that language in explaining what you are supposed to be doing for each one of these problems. Okay, so let's take a look at number 24. We are dividing here, and if we are going to simplify division, okay, the only thing that we can simplify out of division are things that are being multiplied, and factors are factors are two things that are being multiplied, right? Or maybe more than two things. So when you are simplifying, if you have division, you can only simplify out factors, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to factor the numerator, factor the denominator, and we're going to look for a common factor. So in this numerator, we have the terms 3x and 27. In the denominator, we have the term 6. If we're looking for a GCF of all of those three terms, the 3x, the 27, and the 6, then the GCF is 3. So we can factor a 3 out of the numerator, and we can factor a 3 out of the denominator. Oh gosh, I'm getting pencil happy again. All right, so we factor a 3 out of the numerator, 3 times x plus 9. We factor 3 out of the denominator, it's 3 times 2. Because the 3's are factors, okay, they simplify because 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we can get rid of the 3's. Then we are left with here x plus 9 over 2. That is the simplified version, okay? So you cannot simplify terms when they're being divided. You can only simplify the inverse of division, which is multiplication, which is a factor. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over and over. So if we want to simplify this quadratic divided by this binomial number 25, we have to, ding, 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 factor. All right, so let's take a look at the numerator. If we factor this numerator, we've got a times c, which is 1 times 36. We want to add up to get negative 13. So two numbers that multiply to get a positive 36 and add to a negative 13 are negative 9 and 4. This has a coefficient of 1, so we can jump to it and factor this to n minus 9 times n minus 4. Okay, now in the denominator, so we have two factors, right? This is a factor, n minus 9. This is a factor, n minus 4. And if I want to simplify and get rid of something, I need to have one of those two factors in the denominator. So let's look at this 4 minus n for a second. I've got all these arrows, I'm going to get rid of them. And I just want to mess around with this 4 minus n for a second. So 4 minus n, we want it to be n minus 4. So even if we rearrange this, we get n negative n plus 4. So in order to make it the same, we have to factor out a negative 1. So we get negative 1 times n minus 4, and there we go. Now we have the same factor. So in our denominator, we're going to rewrite the denominator as negative 1 times n minus 4. That denominator has two factors, negative 1 and n minus 4. These factors simplify out, and we get n minus 9 divided by negative 1. Now we really should not leave that negative in the denominator, so we're going to divide n by the negative 1. We get negative n. We're going to divide negative 9 by negative 1. We get plus 9. And there you have it, okay? Another way you could move the negative in front, but make sure that you're distributing it through the whole thing, right? So you'll get that same expression, negative 9 plus n. Okay, number 26. Number 26 is 2x plus 5 quantity squared. And so I'm trying to turn the page, but I haven't learned this app well enough, so we're just going to deal with it crooked. So 2x plus 5 quantity squared, the biggest mistake that we see here is that people just distribute this power through, and you cannot do that, okay? You cannot do that. So this is not 4x squared plus 25. That is not what this expression means. No, no, no. We'll cross that on red for dramatic effect, okay? That's not what it means. So what this expression means is 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. That's what squaring a quantity does. And since we're squaring a quantity, we need to make sure that we write it out, okay? So then we distribute 2x times 2x is 4x squared, 2x times 5 is 10x, 5 times 2x is 10x, 5 times 5 is 25. And our expression simplifies to 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. Multiplication. All right. So there we have 24, 25, 26. Let's take a look at number 27. All right, again, we throw a problem like this in because we get common mistakes that we see all the time. We see errors made in simplifying expressions like this. So it says simplify each expression below. Determine which expressions are equivalent and which are not. Explain the difference. So when we think about negative 5p quantity squared, remember that that means negative 5p times negative 5p. And so negative 5 times negative 5 is 25, and p times p is p squared. So that simplifies to 25p squared. It is not negative 25p squared. Okay, versus this version right here, the middle version, which is the opposite of 5p times 5p. Because that negative sign is out in front, it really means the opposite. So now we've got 5 times 5 is 25, p times p is p squared, but that negative is still hanging out in front. So that version is negative 25p squared. And then finally we have the positive version, so this just means 5p times 5p, and that's 25p squared. Okay, so which two expressions are equivalent? All right, so for equivalence, negative 5p quantity squared is equivalent to 5p squared. Okay, they simplify to the same thing. They might not mean the same thing originally with context, but they simplify to the same thing in the end. All right, and then what is the difference? And really, I think I want to focus on this, right? So in the green version, so the difference between negative 5p quantity squared and the opposite of 5p quantity squared is that this negative is squared. So the result is positive. So these three little triangles, they mean therefore. Therefore is used a lot in upper level math, and so somebody just made up a symbol. So negative is squared, therefore the result is positive. That would explain the difference. If we are looking at the opposite of 5p squared, we know that, yeah, that's what it means, right? It says, so this expression says, so this expression means the opposite of a square. Therefore, the result is negative. Okay, so there's an explanation as to what those two expressions really mean. All right, at this point, I am going to go on to the two questions that were on the pretest. So again, if you feel like you've got a good handle on those, you don't need to stick around. And otherwise, you can continue on. All right, so I'm going to erase here. If you needed that, you'll have to pause and rewind. And let's take a look at number 10. So number 10 is the quantity negative n squared squared. So what this means, if you expand this, is negative n squared times negative n squared. So in this case, we have a negative times a negative, it becomes positive, and we've got n squared times n squared, which becomes n to the 4th. Okay, and number 11, we are dividing. Again, remember, dividing is the inverse of multiplication, so we can only simplify out factors. Factors are two things that are being multiplied. All right, so we're going to look for a common factor between 21x, 35x squared, and 63x. I see a common factor of 7, and it looks like everything has an x. So we've got 21x over 35x squared plus 63x. And if we factor out a 7, we've got 7, and we're going to take the x too, 7x times 3 over, if we factor out a 7x in the numerator, we've got 5x plus 9. And so because we've got these two factors of 7x over 7x, they simplify to 1. We can get rid of them. And this expression is equal to 3 over 5x plus 9. Okay, that wraps up Objective 6, which is simplifying algebraic expressions. Have a great day.